you. Most of your enemies right there beside you. I just want my neck and wristlet with diamonds. I just want my shoes.
What it do, always Nigeria gang? What it do, always Nigeria? Go what? Today's a special video. This is a sponsored video by a company named HIGHOH, which is HIGHOH. Yes, HIGHOH. So HIGHOH, it is a company based, I want to say, out of China, because the product is made in China, and the way they talk, I would assume they're from overseas. Now, first things first, this is the product I'm reviewing. The packaging, as you can see, and the product is actually some sanitary napkins for women that are reusable. So basically, I'm going to get into all of the little details and let you know my true, honest, and upfront opinion as usual. So with that being said, I've never opened it. I don't know how they feel in my hand, up against my skin or anything like that. So I'll take them out and I'll let you know what I feel. So first things first, actually, packaging. I'm not too thrilled about the packaging. To be honest, I mean, I know that it's for, you know, messy situations and things like that. However, I do feel like, especially during a time where you're going to be menstruating or whatever the case may be, you don't feel good already. You kind of feel frumpy, and I think that that's why the other companies try and make their products a little bit more presentable to the eye, I should say. The packaging alone does not catch my attention. It does not draw me in. It's not something that, you know, I would just go, oh, you know what, that looks like a great product, let me go ahead and try that, because to the naked eye it's not appealing. But that's not to say the product isn't good. Let's get into the details of that right now. Okay, so it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sanitary napkins and a wet, so waterproof bag. I guess this is for you to place your dirty napkins in, and these are reusable, so you can definitely save some coin, you know. It also has this, so here it goes. It says, enjoy your discount, 10% off, and you can use the code I love HIGHOH, and I'll actually place that in the description box. And it says, hey gorgeous, thank you for your purchase. I hope you'll find our period starter kit ideal in helping you achieve an eco-friendly period. Snap a picture of your order and hashtag us at hashtag I love HIGHOH and hashtag HIGHOH Squad, XOXO HIGHOH. And then it has their Facebook, which is at I love HIGHOH, their email, which is contact@highoh.com, as well as their, I don't know what this is, the website, www.ilovehighoh.com. They also, which I do like, include instructions on the back, which tells you to stop and watch the video before using the product. A note they do say is, do wear a tight underwear with HIGHOH pads like classic briefs, high cut briefs, and controlled briefs. And then they also give their, oh well, if that's them on the picture, then I guess they are not Chinese, but the product is made in China. They're cute little avatars though. Those are cute pictures. And basically they just give a little bit of their background description here, so that's good. I do like this, so this is cute. Another thing, you can purchase these on Amazon and you can get another 5% off, so that'll be 15% off your purchase if they let you combine coupons. Now, I think that 5% is for like Amazon Prime members, because it says that next to the purchase. So anyway, this is the little waterproof wet bag. So you place your little dirty nappies in here, and that obviously keeps your clean ones away from the dirty ones. So they say use tight undergarments, which I'm pretty sure makes sense, so they don't, you know, go out of place. Now, I'm not someone who uses products that you can reuse. Like, I don't use cloth diapers. I've never used a cloth sanitary napkin. I'm not opposed to the idea, because I have used things like the Diva cups and things like that, and I actually like those. They save you a lot of money. But for people who don't want to insert something, I understand, and these may be a very beneficial thing. So this part is soft. It's like almost a cotton velvety type feel, and then the back, not necessarily sure. Kind of like, you know, if you wear like joggers, this material is kind of like the jogger feel. And then the 2 snaps here, which keeps it in place. Now it is extended in length compared to some of the other sanitary napkins, so I guess that is a good thing because you don't have to really worry about it falling out of place due to the snapping, and you also have that extended length in case you're going to be sleeping or something like that in that. So that is good. Now I'm actually going to go try this on just because I've never used a cotton or a reusable sanitary napkin. I want to actually feel it so that I can give you an honest review of it and how it feels and how the wearability of it would be. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm actually sitting in one right now or sitting on one, or I have it placed right now. I can honestly say it's a lot more comfortable than I expected. Okay, it's I literally did like a lap around the house. Well, I didn't jog. Y'all know I'm 27, almost 28 weeks pregnant. I didn't jog, but I did walk around from like the living room, kitchen, dining room. I did like a semi squat. I ain't gonna lie and say I did a full one because I ain't do a full one. I did a semi squat. I'm sitting in it, or I keep saying sitting in it. I'm sitting on it currently. I still have it on. And it's surprisingly comfortable. It's no thicker than any other type of pad. I assumed that it would have been. I felt like, in my mind, I felt like it was going to be very thick because it feels thick. Like it feels like it's thick, honestly. But it's not, surprisingly. It doesn't seem like something that will irritate me throughout the day. What I did love, this snapping that they come up with, I love it. They have actually 2 spots. So if it doesn't seem like it's tight enough, I guess, or if it doesn't seem like it's gonna stay in place, you can actually move it to the other little snappage thingy. And I like that about it. So I have it like on the first one right now. I'm not too concerned because, like, obviously I'm not on my period. I'm not menstruating right now, so I'm not concerned about bleeding through or it sliding out of place or anything like that. And I honestly feel like the little snaps are going to keep it in place if you were to sleep or if you were to jog or, you know, any of that stuff. I think that based off of how secure it feels on me right now, that it will stay in place. I do like that it's not uncomfortable. I like that when I was walking around, I didn't feel any digging. I thought that this part here would be like very uncomfortable. I felt like it was gonna dig in because, you know, with any type of cotton or closure type thing, it just seemed like the seam would be digging into my legs, and it doesn't. I do like the fact that it is a dark color. I like that because I don't feel like you'll see it through a lighter garment if you were wearing like lighter pants or lighter shorts or a lighter dress or whatever the case may be. Because this part is black, I feel like that would help it not be seen as much. Although it's not like all the way to the back of your butt. Like, it's not, don't think it's like way at the front of your crotch and all the way at the back of your butt, like by your tailbone, because it's not. So I don't think that it'll be seen. I do like the fact that it is longer than, I would say, a typical cotton pad, and it does seem a little bit longer. Like those extended regular, you know, disposable sanitary pads, I feel like it's like that, the extended length, which is always good, especially if you're going to be going to sleep. I don't know about how the absorbency rate is because I cannot judge off of my actual menstrual cycle. I did decide to go and get a little water, and I am going to pour, as you can see, this water into one of these pads just because I want to test out the absorbency against my fingers, against my skin, and I want to see if I feel like personally this would be a good purchase. With that being said, we're gonna try out pouring a little water Okay, y'all see that? Kind of rolled off. Not really. Let's see if I can make this work. So it's like sitting like a bead against. Okay, so before you judge, we all know that menstrual blood or any type of blood, regular blood, if you was to cut yourself, is a lot thicker than water, okay? So I'm doing this with water because I can't do it with my actual menstrual cycle. So I just want to feel how it feels up against the skin once it is wet. I know that it won't be like, okay, because it keeps trying to roll off, but I understand that's because blood is a lot thicker than water. Hey, ain't that a saying? Blood's thicker than water. I believe it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it up here so that it can like absorb into the material. Okay, see that? It's wet, it's absorbed. Okay, so actually this whole section is wet. You probably, well, you can kind of see it when I fold it. This whole section is wet. Let me try to get a little bit more of that absorbed. Okay. So I don't know if I'm feeling it because the water was kind of cold or what. But just against my skin, I kind of feel it. But that could be because it's cold. But let's see. Did any of the water get through here? That's the real thing. Nope. It's completely dry on this side, so I don't feel like you'll have a leak. It's completely dry. I don't feel anything. No moisture, no coolness, no anything. But I can't say, well, actually it's kind of drying up. So maybe you might feel some moisture for like a few moments, but it seems like it's starting to dry up into the pad. It actually feels completely dry now at this point. So I would actually say that's very good. You can kind of see where I poured the water though. And it's actually completely dry. And there's literally no moisture that I felt on the inner side, or is that technically the outside? I think that's the outside. I didn't feel any moisture at all, even when I first poured to the outside. So that's a really good thing. I give that 5 off top for the fact that I don't think that you'll have any leaks, because that's always very, very concerning when you're on your menstrual cycle, because I mean, goodness, we don't want to be embarrassed, and we all know it's a part of life, but it can be very, very embarrassing if you have a leak and you don't have, like, per se a sweater or a change of clothes or something like that, or you're out on a date or anything like that. We don't want those type of problems. So I would say this is very, very good for the fact I didn't sorry, the fact that I did not feel any leaks. The talking just started to make me kind of choke up. But yes, completely dry. I like that. I will actually give that, based off the fact that it was water, I would give it like a 4.6. Only because blood is thicker, so it may take a little bit longer to dry up. I'm not certain. You know what's so funny? So I actually went on Amazon to see the ratings and what people were reviewing as far as this product went. And on Amazon, there were 472 reviews, and the absorbency rate was 4.6, which is crazy because I was just like saying that based off what I just experienced with the water test pour, and that is amazing. So I'm just gonna give you guys the rest of the ratings, and I'll let you know what I feel personally. Personally, right now, I'm not feeling anything, and guess what? I'm still sitting on the freaking sanitary napkin. It's still in place. It's still not moving around. It's still pretty much, I can't even say comfortable, because it doesn't feel like anything's there. So that's really good. So they have easy to clean. The star rating was a 5. Easy to use, star rating was 5. Absorbency 4.6. Durability 4.3. Comfort 4.2. And adhesion 4.2. Now, what I don't understand is why they gave the adhesion a 4.2, because there is no adhesion. There is nothing sticky here. Literally, you snap it into place, and from what I just experienced about walking around, I did like a little semi-squat. I'm sitting down. It doesn't seem like it's moving out of place. I would give the adhesion I would give it a 5. Now, as far as durability, I can't, you know, rate that because I've never had to wash it or anything like that. But just judging off looks, judging off feel, I do feel like it would be very durable. You know what? This is fleece. It has to be. This feels just like a fleece sweater. This must be fleece. It feels like a fleece sweater. So if you know what fleece feels like, then you know what this feels like. And this part, like I said, if you know what tracksuits feel like, not the thin, cheap material tracksuits, but the thicker, like, tracksuits, the thicker ones. This is that side. That side feels like that. And this side feels like fleece. So I said absorbency, I would give it a 4.6. Easy to clean, like I said, I can't judge off of that because I've never had to clean it. Easy to use, I definitely give it a 5. There was obviously no brain work there. Comfort, I give it a 5. People who commented or reviewed it, they gave it a 4.2. But like I said, I don't feel anything, so that's a plus for me because I've used pads, especially ones from like the hospital after you have a baby that are super thick and uncomfortable. Even ones that are from the regular, you know, like convenience store, drugstore type thing. And I always have to go for the thin ones because the thicker ones always, you feel them. And I feel like these feel like one of those, sorry about that, feel like one of those thin pads. So I like that. Okay, so this is funny. So you know that first, those few little droplets of water that fell on the floor, this pad was actually sitting on it. So let's just see, because you can see the wet spots. If I was to fold this up, like apply some pressure, like, you know, if you were sitting on it, how I would absorb. Let's just see. You see that? Let's see. So, like I said, for the first few seconds, it does feel wet. But after applying some pressure, like say if you were sitting, let's see, it starts to dry. And you can literally see nothing there. Once again, no wetness felt on the outside of it. So overall, I do like that about the product. Another thing that I wanted to say was the pricing of the product. So it's $32.99 for Prime members. And like I said, you get the 5% off. Now, I'm not sure if you can use the 10% that they gave you off as well as the 5% when you order on Amazon. I'm not sure if that's either or type thing because they did give you their website as well. So maybe you get the 10% off their website and the 5% off Amazon. But overall, the price is $32.99. And the overall rating for the 472 reviews on Amazon was 4.4 out of 5. I do think that's really good. You can't please everyone. Everyone has different sensitivity levels. Everyone has different things that they're looking for. Like I said, I've never been someone to cloth diaper. I've never been someone who's cloth, or I would say cloth sanitary napkins. But I mean, I've never reused a sanitary napkin. I've always done the disposable ones. This would kind of make me try it because I did receive the product to review it. I'm definitely going to use this. I won't say that it'll be with my first menstrual cycle after I have the baby because those are typically always very, very heavy. And I don't want to judge off of that. I want to judge off my normal cycle, which is not very light, but it's not as heavy as a menstrual cycle coming right off of having a baby. So once I have my normal menstrual cycle, I will definitely come back and update with how I feel the absorbency rate is with an actual menstrual cycle, as well as how the durability is after I've washed them, how the comfort level is after I've worn them for like a few hours, maybe 2-3 hours. Because with the typical pad, I'm not gonna lie, I don't wear pads. I'm a tampon type of girl. So with the typical pad, I kind of change them every hour or two. I don't know. It just depends. If I don't let it get to the point where I'm gonna be able to feel The blood, I don't let it get to the point where I can see a ton of it on the pad. I get grossed out by it, so I change it a lot. Obviously there's only 6 of these, so there won't be as much changing. I can say that you'll probably have to purchase, depending on your menstrual cycle, like the length of it, you'll have to probably purchase more than 1 set of these because you do have to wash them. That's the only downside about having to use ones that you wash, is because you can't just go and run through 7 or 8 of them bad boys in a day, because you gotta get them other ones time to wash and dry and all of that stuff. So those are the pros and cons. The pros are you're gonna save a ton of money. That's always a huge pro, huge plus. Okay guys, so I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, I don't know where I had left off with that because my son was making noise. But I just went on Amazon and I wanted to actually find out what this material was, because it feels like fleece to me. However, it says our cloth pads made up of 2 layers of all natural bamboo charcoal fiber, and a waterproof layer. I don't know what charcoal fiber is, but it feels like fleece to me. But it says, so you can stay comfortable all day long without all the harmful chemicals like bleach with chlorine dioxide and dioxin that tends to harm your body. It says our bamboo charcoal fiber is a fiber that is eco-friendly and super durable. Our cloth pads are made with you and nature in mind. With its rapid growth, bamboo is sustainable, it is reusable and recyclable. Now, what I do like is on here they state, we want to give back to the society. We decided to donate 1 cloth pad with every set of cloth pads you purchase. So basically by purchasing their cloth pads, you're helping a lady that's in need. And so I like that. It says their cloth pads last up to 3 to 4 years, keeping you clean and dry while saving you extra cash, which we all know that's true. They will be saving you cash. This natural bamboo charcoal fiber material effectively decomposes any microorganisms present on the pad or in the air around it. We provide 2 layers of the all-natural bamboo charcoal fiber and a waterproof layer to keep you clean, dry, and hygienic all day, every day. Say bye-bye to odor and bacteria. And then it's talking about the leak-proof technology, easy to wash and dry. So I wanted to get on in this wash and dry stuff because, like I said, I've never done reusable pads. So it says just throw it in the washing machine to wash our pads. To dry them, you can put into a dryer or just air dry them. You do not even need a mesh bag to wash them or to sun dry them. Okay, so that's good. It also says because you're just letting everything flow out that you're reducing your menstrual cycles, cramps, which I can attest to that. So I know that when I used things like the feminine like menstrual cups, I did cramp less, and I think that's because I was just letting it all flow naturally, whereas when you use tampons, you're kind of plugging it up, and when you're plugging it up, your body is fighting harder to release that blood, so therefore it's contracting a little harder, and that's what causes more and more pain. So in all actuality, that makes a ton of sense. So overall, I give this product, I would say a 4.7. What I would definitely say they need to improve is their packaging, as well as honestly, that was about it. I don't really see a con other than the fact that some people are not comfortable with reusing, menstrual items. I don't see a con. One thing I can say they need to be a little bit more specific about is this wet-proof, waterproof bag. Because I was under the assumption that I was throwing my used ones in there and then throwing them in the washing machine. But I'm like, okay, if it's waterproof, I know that waterproof, water would still get through, especially if it was like submerged in water. However, it says in the description that you don't need to use like even a mesh bag or anything like that. You just pop them in the washer. So and then it just says like the waterproof bag is just to separate your dirty, ones from your clean ones, which makes no sense because who in the hell is gonna have their clean ones in this, in the same area as dirty ones? Like, it just makes no sense. If I'm gonna, have a dirty one, it'll be going straight into the washing machine, not just sitting where my clean ones are. I don't know. I think that you kind of just need a little bit more description as to what that actually means. If I can gather enough sense from that, it would be, I don't know, once you're done, you can just put it in there, and that way you're not having to constantly wash, baby. So you're like letting them sit there, but that kind of makes me nauseous thinking about that, because when you open it, you would assume that there would be an odor. Although I don't have an odor with my menstrual cycle, you would think that the buildup of multiple sanitary napkins would present an odor. However, they say that the technology they use eliminates odor. So I don't know. I think that those are two things that need to be worked on. So one, presentation is everything. So the packaging, as well as like I said, just giving a little bit more detail or instruction as to what the bag is for. Can't complain, because the bag is free. When you order, it's free. You know, they give it to you. It's like a little gift. So I mean, you can't argue with free. You can't really complain about free. But just let me know what the freebie is supposed to do, you know. Like I said, I really like this. I really like, you know, it's cute, it's colorful, give you a little message, you know, it has their contact information. I like that about it. I even like that they have on the back, you know, the instructions for how to use everything. So I like that. Well, you have to watch a video, but it gives you the link. So I like that. So yes, once again, this product is called Period Starter Kit Soft Washable Charcoal Bamboo Menstrual Pad, Bladder Support and Incontinence Pads. Reusable sanitary napkins. You can find them in the health and beauty section of Amazon or on the I Love HIGHOH website. And once again, that's lowercase LOVEHIGHOH.com. Just a little tidbit before I leave this review. In the description, it claims that this is for bladder support as well as incontinence pads. So that would be good if you know, just had a baby after the bleeding stops, you know, or while you're pregnant and you like sneeze, and you have that little issue with the little tinkle, the little dribble. This would be good to wear so that you're not like, you know, messing up your underwear or your pants or whatever the case may be, or whatever outfit you have, because we all know when you're pregnant and the baby is pressing on your bladder, you may have a few little drops that relieve themselves. So that would be good. Just thought that would help, you know, solidify your purchase. So if I were you, I would definitely try this product out. You can't go wrong with it. You're gonna save money with it. That's if you like it and you continue to use it, you'll save money. And you can never go wrong with saving some cash. And don't forget, you'll be helping someone in need. And in 2021, based off of how 2020 was, we can all use some help.